Welcome back to Lovely Words. Today I'm bringing you a video talking about the best young, cheap, high potential keepers you should be getting in FIFA 17 career mode. Now everyone on this list is under the age of 25, under 10 million, but can reach at least the potential of freaking, 80 or, far, far higher. And you might be saying 10 million, that's a little bit too expensive for me. No, I got a guy on this list that's not even 200, he's 275,000 and he can reach 80 potential. Just bargain bin prices. And if that's something that interests you, or a person who this video could help out, please share it, leave a like, and subscribe if you are new for all the best tips for FIFA 17 career mode on this channel. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to quickly run down all of these names, and then we're going to sim forward and you're going to see them at their full potential. That's the idea of the video. And let's go ahead and start it off right here. Gianluigi Donnarumma, the AC Milan wonderkin himself. 6'5", he's a monster. Italian, heir apparent to the Italy #1. 77 right out of the gate. 7.5 million. So he is the most expensive. 2,500 in the wages. Quite cheap, actually. So if you want the best keeper, the best young high potential keeper in the game, this guy's it. It's as simple as that. If you want the best, go ahead. But there are other players on this list that are comparable, that have around the same potential. Now, goalkeeper training is broken once again. This year, if you didn't know, last year, training can only get you so far, but for some reason, goalkeepers just keep on flying up. If you train them consistently every single week, you could pretty much make almost any keeper get to at least 80 potential. But these guys with already naturally high potential can probably get to the upwards of the high 80s or the low 90s. In the case of Donnarumma, I've heard people get him up to like 92 by like season 2. I'm not going to be training them all that much in this exercise. Alvin Lafont, though, is not a bad second. He's got the same potential. I think him and Donnarumma both have 88 potential. He starts out at a 76, and he's 1.5 cheaper than his compatriot up here, Mr. Donnarumma. Alvin Lafont, as you can see, 17 years of age, 6'4". He is French. He at the same time, yeah, he only has 2,500 in the wages, and he's already pretty good in the reflexes and has a myriad of other things. Moving down, if you want the best young high potential keeper for England, it's this man right here from Sunderland, Jordan Pickford. I'm not going to be saying where every single one of these guys are, so I do apologize. If you want to go ahead and check that out, see a little bit more in detail, go on sofifa.com. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Just go ahead, click in their names, and it'll give you all the information that you need and whatnot. 6'1" though, so he is one of the shorter kids on the list, but only 4.1 million in worth. Now this is what I was talking about. This is bargain bin prices right here. I got you. Road to glory, people. I got you. Alexandro, 6'4", Italian. Italians always really good at goalkeeping over here, and he's only making 638 a week. I'm pretty sure a lot of your parents are making much more than this guy over here. And as you can see, he's going to be absolutely killing it. He's only 60 overall right now, but he gets up to a potential of 81. He actually turns out really, really good. All right, another bargain bin guy on the list is this guy. I'm not going to even try his first name, but his last name, Nick Lick. Nick Lick over here starts out at 63, 525K. For his price at 19 years of age. He's 6'5", so he's a good shot stopper right out of the gate just from being that tall. Good strength as well. Not all the best in the keeper, but remember, all these guys are going to be grown, and with training, he should be, respectable very soon. Even cheaper option for you on this list, Justin Billa. I believe he's from the Netherlands, 6'2", and he's only 500K. Starts out at 63, 18 years of age. Let's go ahead and move down to this man. Nana wants my name. The man from Ajax. I'm doing an Ajax career, by the way. You should go ahead and check it out. It's pretty good. But I kind of slide him off in my career mode just because he didn't have the highest potential. But with the newest upgrade, with the newest update, he's gotten over to a potential of 82. So I thought I'd feature him. 2.6 million in the freaking value. 20 years of age, so he's one of the more older kids on this list, I would say. Height, 6'3", very respectable. 2,600 in the wages, and he's already Pretty good at the jumping and the diving. He's actually one of the better physical specimens on this list. Thomas de Dillon over here is rated 70 overall, only 2 million, and he's at the age of 20. 6'4" French keeper, left-footed. You know, I don't know if that really plays into anything, but as you can see, he's okay. He's okay. Ethan Horvath. So if you're an American, for my, you know, fellow USA, I know there are a couple of guys out here. If you want the next great American keeper, here you guys go. If there's one thing that Americans can produce in footy, it's a good keeper. 69 rated overall. Ethan Horvath over here, worth 1.5 million, 6'4". Good stuff. Already decent in the handling, but he's going to keep on growing. We'll see where he turns out. Now, if you played any career mode last year and you wanted an absolute monster cheap keeper, it was this man, and he's returning on the list this year. Bartholomew Dragowski, the Polish monster himself, 6'3", 19 years of age, 2.6 million, 1,500 in the wages. If you want the best bang for your buck, he's overused, but you're not doing YouTube, buy this guy. He's incredible, all right? He has the same potential, I believe, or can get up to the same potential as a Donnarumma or an Alvin Lafont at a fraction of the price. I cannot recommend this kid enough. 6'3", he's delightful. He's absolutely delightful. Now, Alex Verner, who you would think with that last name is German. No, he's Argentinian. 20 years of age, 6'3", 1.7 million in worth, 2,100 in the wages. As you can see, pretty good in the diving, strength, and kicking right off of the bat. Another, you know, cheap mid-tier list. Ruben Blanco, the next Iker Casillas over here, 73 rated overall, so he's one of the higher guys right out of the bat. 21 years of age, so he's one of the older kids off the bat as well. And 3.7 million. Let's go ahead and take a look a little bit closer. 6'2", so he's not the tallest, but he's by no means short. 3,600 in the wages, and he's okay. He's got good diving, good positioning, good handling to start off, and I believe, yes, that is it. We just wanted to quickly roll through. Now we're going to sim ahead 6 to 7 seasons and see all these cats at their full potential. See you then. Alright guys, so we have simmed ahead 7 years, and if there's one thing that I've learned about goalkeepers in FIFA 17 career mode is that these hoes ain't loyal. Not one, but two of my best keepers ended up forcing exits from my team. There was nothing I could do. So we lost Gianluigi Donnarumma about 3 seasons in. He pretty much said, I'm too big for this club. I mean, we are playing in Australia, so that could kind of affect it. But basically, if you have your eyes set on one keeper, I would say grab one, you know, maybe 2 extra from this list, because you never know when they might bounce from you. Gianluigi Donnarumma turned into a world beater as expected. He was 87 rated when he left our club. I don't know why he hasn't really grown since. He went over to Atletico Madrid. Just take a look at his stats, man. 93 in reflexes, almost 90 in diving and kicking. Great in handling and in positioning. He's amazing, man. And you know, we're 39 million. He's incredible. Just get him if you want the best young keeper in the game. Then, just last season, I put Alvin Lafont in there, and then he said he was too big for the club and ended up going over to Chelsea, you know, probably supplanting Courtois out there. As you can see, 91 in reflexes, 88 in diving, 87 in handling, positioning. Extremely well balanced. The only thing that he's only mediocre at, which is still an 80, is his freaking kicking over there. So absolutely monsters from both of them. He's worth 35 million at the age of 23. They're both at the age of 23, man. They're only gonna get better. And with broken goalkeeping training, they could probably get upwards to like 94, 95 if you push them every single week. But anyway, those are the guys that left, so forget about them. Let's stick with the guys that are loyal. Let's go in right here. First off, with the Argentinian, Alex Verner got up to a very respectable 85 at the age of 26, is now worth 24 million. A lot of these guys you just pick up because they were so cheap. I remember like every single one of them was probably, for the exception of Alvin Lafont and Donnarumma, were under 5 mil, and now all of them, you're at least going to double your profit off of these guys. Okay, enough of that gushing. 90 freaking 7 in diving, 88 in reflexes. He's an amazing shot stopper. He's even pretty good at kicking at 89. Could work on the handling and the positioning a little bit. As you can see, 6'3", very good. Not all too shabby. Ruben Blanco, we were talking about him as the next Iker Casillas, and look at this, 95 in diving. That's insane. Reflexes and handling could use a little bit of work, but he's got 90 kicking and 85 positioning. He wasn't the tallest, 6'2", not all too bad though. Gets all the way up to 21 million in his worth. Moving on to Thomas Dillon. Got to a respectable 80. I remember he was one of the cheaper guys on this list. I think he was about $500,000 when we started off, and now he's worth $13.5 million. Come on, that's a minty profit right there. If you want to go ahead and grab him, he's well-rounded. You know, he's not bad in any stat except maybe positioning, but he's 80s and about everything on this list, and he's a little bit better in goal kicking. 6'4" Frenchman, solid buy. Remember, this guy, Confente, was the cheapest one on our list at 2,075,000 sterling. Incredible, and now he's worth 13 million. Just buy him for the profit alone. Got up to an 81, started at a 60, so a growth of, I believe, 21. Tremendous stuff from the 23-year-old. And look at this, 95 reflexes and 85 diving. Okay, so he's kind of shit in the handling and the kicking, and he's mediocre in the positioning. But what a shot stopper! What a freaking shot stopper! And as you can see, 6'4" Italian. He's got the big enough frame, and he's still making under 1K wage a freaking week. Lovely stuff. What a freaking bargain bin guy to grab. Nikolic over here got all the way up to an 80 and is worth 10.5 million at the age of 25. Pretty good stuff. 80s to mid 80s and all the goal kicking or keeping stats, and he's 6'5". So if you want a good discount guy who's a little bit taller, go for Nikolic over here, and still pretty cheap. Justin Billa was another discount guy, got all the way up to an 80. He's now worth 11 million. As you can see, once again, pretty well-rounded, mid to low 80s in all the stats. Handling, not all that great, I must admit. 6'2". Probably one of the... He was cheap, but I guess, like, if you're going to go cheap, you might as well go Confente over here. But if you want to go cheap and a little bit more well-balanced, I think Justin Billa is your price range. Oh, nah, got up to an 82. And he is rocking with the 91 diving and the 83 reflexes. Handling, it's not all that great. But what's interesting about him is he's got 81 jump and 83 reactions in his natural physical stats. Very interesting in there. Got all the way up to 14.5 million. The 6'3" Cameroonian. Good stuff from him. Alright, the American Ethan Horvath got up to 13.5 million at the age of 26. 81 overall. Pretty good in everything. Like about 80 in everything except for goal kicking, which, I mean, kicking isn't really nuts. If you're going to have one stat that's a little bit lower in your keeper stats, I would go with kicking. And he's got excellent diving at 85. Not all too shabby, 6'4" for the American. And as I told you, the best bang for your buck, he turns into the same rating as Donnarumma and Lafont, got up to an 87. Bartholomew Dragowski, mint, man, mint. Got up to where he's worth 40 million. That's 1 million more than Donnarumma's worth now. And he was, what, like 2.6 million to start off with? Best bang for your buck, hands down. Reactions at 99. Insanity workouts. Look at this. 88 in reflexes, 87 in diving, 93 in kicking, so he could basically score a goal once he catches it. 82 positioning. Handling, 79, but you can train all these stuff, so I don't know if you can train reactions to get 99. That's insane. I don't think anything's getting past him. He's basically got the, like, Spider-Man sense going on. Jordan Pickford, the best English keeper, the young keeper that you can get in the game, got all the way up to an 83, very respectable. I think his potential is like 84, 85. We just didn't play him enough. His value is 20.5 million, very respectable. 97 in the kicking. And he's pretty good. Reflexes and handling in the 80s. diving, not all the best, which is a little bit of a weakness, especially for a guy who's 6'1". You want his diving to be, you know, on point. Could be a little bit of a weakness for him, but if you want an English keeper, that's it. And yeah, that pretty much rounds up the best young keepers that you should be getting in FIFA 17. Hopefully this went ahead and helped you out. If it did, I humbly ask once again that you like, share the video, subscribe if you are new. If you want more videos like this, I did a video on the best young fullbacks you should be grabbing in FIFA 17. Go ahead and click right here. Ding. And as I mentioned before in the video, I just started on Ajax Career Mode. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. It features a lot of the best young, high potential, players in FIFA 17 Career Mode, period. So go ahead and check that out over here. Dig. Anyway, my name is B-. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, be weird.